O son of Adam, fear your Lord. When you find him increasing you in blessings as you increase in disobedience, regulate your faith with the giving of alms. Safeguard your property by the giving of the religious dues. Repel the waves of calamities through supplication. A man is concealed underneath his tongue, has annihilated the one who's unaware of his worth. Has annihilated the one who's unaware of his worth. Every man has a final outcome, whether sweet or bitter. For everyone there is a state of advance and retreat. As for that which retreats, it is as if it did not exist. He who perseveres eventually achieves success, even if the waiting is lengthy. One who is in agreement with the actions of others is equally involved with them. The one who is involved in falsehood commits two crimes, the crime of committing falsehood and the crime of being satisfied with it. Reprimand your brother in faith through showing him beneficence. Repel his evil by bestowing upon him. The one who places himself in a position of suspicion has only himself to blame for people's unfavorable opinion of him. One who owns is the one who monopolizes. The one who independently proceeds through his opinion perishes. As for the one who consults others shares in their wisdom. One who conceals his secrets has control of that which is good for him. Poverty is the greatest death. He who attends to the right of one whose right cannot be attained has indeed enslaved him. Obedience is not owed to the creatures in the disobedience of the Creator. A man is not worthy of blame in delaying the taking of his right. He is only to blame for taking that which is not his. Self-infatuation prevents progress. The matter is at hand and the provisions are few. Abandoning of sin is easier than seeking repentance. How many a morsel has prevented morsels? People are enemies of what they are ignorant of. One who considers the causes of differing views comprehends the points of faults. One who sharpens the spearheads of rage for Allah is strengthened for the slaying of the strongest of the wrongdoers. If you are in awe of a situation, then confront it, for the intensity of its self-protection is greater than your fear of it. Patience is the key to leadership. Rebuke the wrongdoer through the reward of the good doer. Remove evil from the heart of others by uprooting it from your own heart. Obstinacy undermines opinions. Greed is an unending bondage. The fruit of negligence is regret, and that of resolve is safety. There is no goodness in remaining silent of a sure judgment, just as there is no goodness in his speaking through. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact. It's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration. It's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. If my mind can conceive it, and my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. A man who views the world the same at 50 as he did at 20 has wasted 30 years of his life. If they can make penicillin out of moldy bread, they can sure make something out of you. At home I am a nice guy, but I don't want the world to know. Humble people, I've found, don't get very far. It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out, it's the pebble in your shoe. A man who has no imagination has no wings. My principles are more important than the money or my title. The bitterness of this life is the sweetness of the afterlife, and the sweetness of this life is the bitterness of the afterlife. Life is the market of losing. Life is the place of miserable ones. Faith for the afterlife is not useful with love for this life. Life does not protect who takes refuge unto her. Richness and poverty shall be after being judged by Allah. May there be a poor man who is richer than every rich man. Money is the amusement of the heirs. Richness makes authority for someone other than the master. He is not poor who has a good understanding. A person does not dignify himself until he humiliates his money. Fortune is not gained by wishing. He did not gain money who do not fix it. No richness with squandering. Endurance is composed of four attributes: eagerness, fear, piety, and anticipation of death, so whoever is eager for paradise will ignore temptations. Whoever fears the fire of hell will abstain from sins. Whoever practices piety will easily bear the difficulties of life, and whoever anticipates death will hasten towards good deeds. Conviction has also four aspects to guard oneself against: infatuations of sin, to search for explanation of truth through knowledge, to gain lessons from instructive things, and to follow the precedent of the past people, because whoever wants to guard himself against vices and sins will have to search for the true causes of infatuation and the true ways of combating them out, and to find those true ways one has to search them with the help of knowledge. Whoever gets fully acquainted with various branches of knowledge will take lessons from life, and whoever tries to take lessons from life is actually engaged in the study of the causes of rise and fall of previous civilizations.